Yeah, I actually invited a friend of mine called Becco. He was going to come in, and then this guy just blindly joined me. I'm going to have a word with him and say, "Hey, nice seeing you. Knock on the door first, please." This guy's stuck. Oh.
I know what you mean, because that is a bit odd, because there's no etiquette. I mean, you know, if you're in your house, you know someone else is in their house, you don't just
walk in their front door.
clean in. Yeah.
Now, as Mr. Raven knows already, this is the post that we hide behind. Where are
You're
you?
not using this small room?
We can do on particular kinds of platinum. This one here.
I would have thought that was more suited to your character, because it's all very close range.
That's where I'm going to be when I'm doing the top. See where Val is? She's one of the finest players you'll ever see playing this way. If you support her, I'm going to go on top and I'm going to try to funnel them down to you by manipulating the spawn.
Do you want me to prime or detonate?
Oh, I thought Caladan Don was. I was gonna grab him with a player.
Well, damn, you're fast.
Yep. Very good players, dude. Very good players.
No, I mean just run speed all over the place.
So we can try to do this run and gun, but if we can try and manipulate the spawn and try and get them down in that basement, we'll do this a lot faster. And it's a type of practice. I've tried to talk to Kaladin, and he's not entirely, polite.
That guy's behind us.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I can't. Basically, one of the spawns I'm trying to manipulate is so that.
Oh.
It's like where Val is. And where are you? Okay, there. If you want to play, you know where the basin is? So one position I'll show you is this one here. You stopping the spawn in the LZ. Is this one right here, Raven? Where I'm right now? That's
I'm familiar with the maps, man. But my tactical head is... I don't worry about it. I can see bottlenecks, I can see, covers and how to wrangle certain things. So I'm just going to follow you, man, if we're speed running. Because you're going to be priming these fuckers.
We can do that. We can do that style. Generally, we wouldn't do it that way.
No, but we're all running around anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, basically,
I just figure you're going to be priming multiple targets at a time. And I've got throw on fast recharge.
Okay. Yeah, we can practice that. Bit of run and gun biotics. Nothing wrong with that.
Good. Out of Death Squad.
Could try that. I'm just spamming Dark Channel and you're just detonating it.
That's what we used to do, is assign primers and detonators. We actually know what we're doing, timing.
It's nice to have that. It's a good bonus.
Some people don't appreciate it.
I think
it's the way of score, but
no, it's, I was kind of inviting Becco into this game, and Kaladin's kind of upset with him.
Hell.
That was quite close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to this corner and he was right in my face.
And one thing about here, I've got one of the LZ positions. One of the other LZ positions is like another one. Sorry, the spawn positions. Right here, where I am right now, this guards 2 positions right here, and that's what you would use. See now, notice that they've all spawned in the basement. That's not by accident. It's because you ran by all the points. Now, if you had Val and yourself down there, that means that you would be absolutely wrecking everything.
Right, so you're saying about manipulating the spawns. Where did you want us to land?
Basically, there's 3 camping places. One is shared by 2. The other 2 are unique.
The idea would be to get them to spawn as close.
Well, one place where you can, say turning towards your right. Here's one that I've done here. Here's one spawning point. This prevents the spawn around the LZ, so that like the basement team doesn't get shot in the back. The other one is the one I've just shown you, which is down here, which stops the spawning in the room-ish, and the one just outside it. That's one place. You can also move here, in the way that one person does it.
I know there's loads of different ways you can.
It's
all about.
It's not 100%, but it works pretty close. And you've got one person in like the basement.
Basically, you find somewhere with 2 points of ingress, or if you've got a room like there, which I very rarely get. I mean, that's excellent. The bit is a bit cheap, but excellent. But yeah, basically get 2 points of ingress and have 2 men, 2 on each side. But then you've got to think about if they get into trouble and the proximity between those 2 teams. If 2 of them go down, how quickly,
Basically, when you're speedrunning this style, basically people take care of themselves. You have they're like not entirely separate teams, but they are very separate. People just use their Medigel, and then you're so good you never go down and get into trouble. It's kind of the high skill style of that speedrun.
It's alright if you've got a really high level character with, loads and loads of packs on it, but just start with fresh.
I think that if you stick by Val, I think you'd be fine. Nicely done.
I don't know. I'm familiar with Geth. They're the easiest enemy, really, aren't they?
They're the slowest, and they stay grouped together, so they're vulnerable to explosions.
Victor.
Basically.
And you don't have cheap kills from Phantoms.
Yeah, exactly. Or Banshees.
Yeah. Well, Banshees aren't so bad. They scream. They let you know they're coming. But,
yeah. Sadly, that's true. Now, I've still got to learn a bit about the spawns myself. In the past, I've just stayed inside that Nova room, and that stops north of the spawning in that room. It hasn't worked this time, so I'm going to have to figure it out a bit better. But I'll show you one way that it definitely does work, which is where you actually stay in that room basically permanently. Careful behind you.
Bloody everything going on. Still filtering in through there. Oh, beautiful. Look at all that. Here you go.
Okay, they're all spawning around the LZ.
I'm not liking the amount of presence coming in this back door.
Nicely done. Now, if I go in this room here, that will prevent the spawn in here. They'll probably...
Oh,
there's no
why
one...
would you want to prevent the spawn in here?
Because it channels them into the basement, which is where yourself and Val could be. See, notice that they're all in the basement because of the probability. If I stay here, I bet you hardly anything will spawn up here.
Ah. I see what you're saying.
No, that's the as a
But
style.
then if you've got 3 people sort of down this way and one of you up there, surely.
Basically,
Yeah.
you have 2 people up here and you have 2 people in the basement. Unlike on top, you've got 2 separate teams.
Hey.
Unlike the basement, you've got. And on the top, you've got 2 separate teams, and the basement's the same team. Ah, damn turret. Thank you. So you know they're spawning around the LZ because someone's not on the top of that platform. Jeez, they're just getting wrecked.
Kind of brutal.
And if I'm at like the top of this platform, then that prevents the LZ spawns. There's 2 of them. And then they are likely to come through that thing in the Nova room. They're likely to spawn in there now because no one's watching it. No one did.
Ah,
Yeah, Khaled ain't bad. Behind you.
Yeah. Better than.
Yeah, this is one of the spawning points, as you may know.
Wow.
Oh, I got my ass kicked there trying to create aggro. Thanks, Val.
this flame.
Okay, I'll go in the Nova room and try to manipulate that spawn. Oh, there's spawned in the LZ.
Very close. Okay.
Ouch.
Your left, guys.
Oh.
Wow.
Or right.
I'm afraid of Prime is a bit too much about shields. Ah, Baldwin rescue.
Getting a bit laggy. Like Prime's hit me before. You know. Like they'll hit you a couple of times, so at least you'll lose that much health before you realise you've actually been hit.
Yeah, I'm spamming Dark Channel.
Yeah? Okay, I'll go and throw them. Yeah, we should do chase like that.
Behind us.
It gets hot. Or at least, I don't know. Well, that's what we always used to do, is just ascertain who's going to be priming, who's going to be, you know, detonating, because it makes it more fluid.
I have to agree. So,
They're all in backing.
am I even going in the right direction?
I just thought I'd...
One of the reasons why you've got to be very careful about missiling is that if you get the spawn, they then respawn as one big group. Notice that they spawn exactly where we want to go now. We can't manipulate what's already been spawned, you know what I mean?
Feels really cheeky standing that close. Giving him a cuddle.
Yeah, you got a pyro at like top.
That's right.
In the basement.
Out the side wall, and there's kind of like a...
Nice. I think we may just... well, first time out, we may just get a sub 20, which is okay. Manipulating the spawns will make this a lot faster. One of the things
because we're waiting for extraction.
yeah, well, you know what I mean now. Thing is that by taking these positions, they're going to spawn in the LZ.
It'd be nice if we could get a spawn, like all the enemies
Stairwell.
very tight group, just because we're all biotics.
Well, I mean, the basement's the perfect place to spawn them for that.
Big place, really.
There's another way where you can use the Nova Room. See my Fury's just wrecking these dudes.
Yeah, I used to love playing that. Rishy though.
Yeah. With a Volus, it can be reduced. LZ's clear. You all see? They're all spawning in the basement.
Okay.
Buddy joined your channel.
Wow.
Prodigal.
Alright.
Yeah, sub 20. Haven't done badly.
We're on it. On it.
I've got someone who may be able to join us depending on where Kaladin goes. But, How the heck I got number 1 there? I have no idea.
Are you there?
Sorry about not getting to extraction.